Now I'm going to discuss invent adjustment. Based on Lkas 2, as an inventor, you have to consider raw material, work in progress, and finished goods. Right. Today I'm going to discuss inventory LKS 2. Already we have discussed how to adjust on the financial statement, sole proprietorships, partnerships, and company. When we are going to prepare the financial statement, it has given inventory as adjustment. That part we have discussed already. Think about this example. It has given cost value of inventory rupees 800,000 on as at 31st March 20 and given net realizable value estimated 750,000. Therefore, it has given cost value as well as net realizable value is given. You know how to adjust on the financial statement. Cost value should be included based on matching concepts and the cost of sales calculation. Any organization, sole proprietorship, partnership, and company, any organization, based on matching concepts, cost value of inventory should be included under cost of sales calculation. And based on prudency concepts, lower value of cost and net realizable value should be included under current assets in the statement of financial position. And if NRV lower than the cost value, difference value should be written off. As stock written off, that value should be included under expense, other expense. That part we have discussed already. But now I'm going to discuss how to calculate cost value of inventory, how to calculate net realizable value of inventory, as well as when we are going to calculate low amounts of cost and net realizable value, there are two methods can be applied, item by item basis as well as group basis. It has given standards. As well as when we are going to calculate total cost, can be applied specific identification methods as well as first in first out methods, weighted average cost methods, and you have to know relationship between inventory and profit. As well as inventory can be recognized as expense. There are two situations. They ask that part also. Right now, think about practical in the business organization, manufacturing business available, trade in business available, and service business available. We have to provide information annually. Therefore, at the end of the accounting period, all the business organization inventory is available. Think if it is trade in business as inventory, think what are things we have to consider. If it is manufacturing business as inventory, think what are the things should be considered. And if it is manufacturing and trade in business, think about 2017 A-roll paper. Question number 1, it has given manufacturing and trade in business organization company. Therefore, as an inventory based on Lkas 2, we have to consider there are three parts: finished goods, raw material, as well as work in progress. Therefore, first one you have to know if they ask what is inventory. If they ask what is inventory, it is included finished goods. And it is included work in progress. It is included raw material also. If it is trade in business, as inventory you have to consider only finished goods. If it is manufacturing business, as inventory you have to consider raw material as well as work in progress. If it is manufacturing and trading business, as inventory we have to consider all three parts. Therefore, this is the definition. If there's what is inventory? Inventory are the asset held for sales in ordinary course of business. That is a finished goods. Inventory held for sales in ordinary case of business. It is called finished goods. And in the process of production for such sales, in the process of production mean work in progress. එකනේ බාගෙට හදලා තියෙනවා බලන්න. අවුරුද්ද අන්තිම දවසේ වෙනකොට බාගෙට හදලා තියෙන තමයි work in progress. And in the form of material or supplies to be consumed in the process of production or rendering service, that is raw material. Therefore, if they ask what is inventory, it is included finished goods, work in progress as well as raw material. Those are purchased for resale basis. එකනේ නැවත විකුණන්න අපි purchase කරලා තියෙන වගෙන් ඉතුරු වෙලා තියෙන finished goods. එතන නැවත විකුණන්න production process එකේ තියෙන work in progress. එතන නැවත විකුණන්න අපි බඩු හදන්න ගෙනලා තියෙන raw material. 31st March වල වෙනකොට ඉතුරු වෙලා inventory. Therefore, if it is manufacturing and trading business, it has given all three parts. Raw material and work in progress should be included manufacturing accounts, and finished goods should be included income statement. And all three items should be included financial position as inventory, not only finished goods. Financial position as inventory should be included all three things. But in the manufacturing accounts, as inventory, raw material, and work in progress should be included. Finished goods should be included only income statement. Right, now you have to know, think about base and prudency concepts. Lower value of cost and net realizable value should be included statement of financial position. Based on matching concepts, cost value should be included under cost of sales calculation. Therefore, you have to know how to calculate cost value. Sometimes it is not given clearly. You have to calculate cost value of inventory as well as net realizable value of inventory. It has given clearly in the standards how to calculate cost value. Therefore, this is the way you have to calculate cost value of inventory. This is a components of cost of inventory. Cost of purchase, cost of conversion, and other cost. Those are the things included cost of inventory. Think about cost value based on matching concepts should be included under cost of sales calculation. Sometimes it has not given cost value clearly. Sometimes it has given cost of purchase, cost of conversion, and other cost. You have to calculate all three things. That is a value should be considered as inventory. Think about as adjustment. Normally it has given cost value and NRV in the financial statement. But in the MCQ paper, sometimes it has given company sum also, it has not given like that. Therefore, this is the way you have to calculate cost of inventory. It is included cost of purchase, cost of conversion, and other cost. Then you have to know how to calculate cost of purchase. Think about this example. මම මේ කියන කතන්දරේ හොඳට අහගන්න දැන්. අපි නිකන් හිතමු ඇඳුමක් ගන්න යනවා කියලා කඩේකට. නිකන් හිතන්න ඇඳුමේ ප්‍රයිස් එක ගහලා තියෙනවා 2000 කියලා හිතන්නකෝ. දැන් ওই ප්‍රයිස් එක ඇතුළේ තියෙන්නේ cost plus profit තියෙන්නේ. නිකන් හිතන්න මේ cost එක 1500 තියෙන කියලා. දැන් ওই ඇඳුම මාකට් එකට ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ කොහේ හරි හදලා තියෙන බලන්න ෆැක්ටරි එක. ඒතර ෆැක්ටරි එක හදනකොට raw material use කරලා තියෙනවා. direct labor cost use කරලා තියෙනවා. electricity expense, matching, think about manufacturing counts. එතකොට raw material කොහොමද තියෙන අවල් කියලා බලන්න. raw material purchased from outside country. Think about garment factory අපි හදනවා ඇඳුම් මාන රෙදි ගේන ඉන්දියාවෙන් කියලා හිතන්න පොඩ්ඩක්. දැන් ගොඩාක් garment factories වල ලංකාවේ තියෙන raw material ගේන ඉන්දියාවෙන්. එතකොට දැන් ඉන්දියාවෙන් අපි ගන්න ඕන ඊට පස්සේ ඒවා ඉන්දියාවේ වරායට ගේන්න ඕන. වරායෙන් නැවට පටවන්න ඕන ඉන්දියාවෙන්. ඊට පස්සේ නැවකින් ගේන්න ඕන ලංකාවට. shipping cost එක එනවා. ඊට පස්සේ වරායෙන් බොඩ බාන්න ඕන අපි. ඒ ගොඩ බාපු ටික ගේන්න ඕන ෆැක්ටරියට. Think about cost of purchase. Purchase කරන්නේ cost එක, not only purchase price. ඉන්දියාවෙන් ගන්නකොට ගෙවපු ගාණ තියෙනවා, that is a purchase price. Then transport cost, loading cost, shipping cost, import duty we have to pay, unloading cost, then transport cost again. ඒ කියන්නේ purchase කරපුවා store එකට ගේනකම් දාලා තියෙන හැම expense එකක්ම වෙනවා cost of purchase. And cost of conversion available in the manufacturing accounts. Raw material converted into the finished goods. ගෙනපු raw material finished goods වලට convert කරනකොට යන ගාන. Conversion cost available in the manufacturing accounts. Think about manufacturing accounts. Raw material consume, then direct labor, direct other expense, production overheads, manufacturing cost. Therefore, conversion cost available in the manufacturing accounts. Except raw material consume. Manufacturing account එකේ තියෙන raw material consume නැතුව all other thing. It means direct labor, direct other expense, as well as production overheads. Those are the conversion cost. And other cost. other cost කියන්නේ මේ දෙකට අමතරව දාලා තියෙන inventory සම්බන්ධ තියෙන cost එක. Therefore, cost of inventory includes cost of purchase. This is the way you have to calculate cost of purchase. අර මං කිව්වේ උදාහරණෙත් එක බලන්න. purchase කරන්න ගියපු ගාන, ඊට පස්සේ වරායට ගේන්න ගියපු ගාන, loading cost එක, shipping cost එක, import duty, unloading cost, as well as again transport to the business. Right, this is the theory. This is the way you have to calculate cost of purchase. Purchase price should be included. Import duty and other irrecoverable tax. Cover කරගන්න බැරි tax. VAT value වෙන්නේ නැහැ බලන්න. VAT එක අපිට cover කරගන්න පුළුවන්. Import tax and transport cost, handling cost. Sometimes it has given clearing charges. ඒ කියන්නේ වරායෙන් නිදහස් කරගෙන යන ගාන. And this one very important. If it has given trade discounts as well as tax rebates should be deduct. Tax rebate කියන්නේ රජයේ සහන ආධාරයක් අපිට දුන්නොත් අන්න ඒක deduct කරගන්න පුළුවන්. Therefore, this is the way you have to calculate cost of purchase. ඒ කියන්නේ purchase කරපු තැන ඉඳලා store එකට ගේනකන් දාලා තියෙන සියලුම expense එනවා. And if it has given trade discount and tax rebate should be deduct. This is the way you have to calculate cost of purchase. And cost of conversion available in the manufacturing accounts. අපි අර ගෙනපු raw material ටික convert කරනවා finished goods වලට. ඊට පස්සේ ඒ finished goods තමයි market එකට දාන්න බලන්න. Therefore, inventory include raw material, work in progress and finished goods. Cost value included, there are three parts: cost of purchase, cost of conversion. Convert කරන්නේ manufacturing account එකේ. factory convert කරන්න අපි. මොනවද convert කරන්නේ? raw material into finished goods. Therefore, conversion cost includes except raw material consumed. Except raw material consumed, all other production costs include conversion cost. Direct labor cost, direct other expense, as well as production overheads. Production overhead can be divided by two parts: fixed production overheads as well as variable production overheads. If they ask conversion cost, think about except raw material consumed, total production cost, but except raw material consumed. Those are the conversion cost. raw material අපි ගේනවා, ඒවා convert කරනවා finished goods වලට. අන්න ඒවා තමයි market එකේ තියෙන බලන්න. And this one also very important. Fixed production overheads. This is a standard, very important this part. Fixed production overhead are allocated based on normal capacity. When we are going to calculate conversion cost per unit, fixed production overheads should be allocated based on normal capacity. මේක ගාන හදනකොට තේරෙයි නිකන් බලන්න හොඳට පොඩ්ඩක්. Normal capacity. But variable production overheads are allocated based on actual production level. Overhead can be divided by two parts: variable production overheads as well as fixed production overheads. ඒ කියන්නේ garment factory එක අපි ගත්තොත් බලන්න production overhead වල electricity expense එක තියෙනවා බලන්න. rent expense, insurance. දැන් බලන්න rent එකේම හැදුවත් නැතත් අපි ගෙවන්න ඕන. It has not vary with number of quantity. Fixed production overheads. The fixed production overhead, when we are going to calculate conversion cost per units, should be divided by normal capacity. ඒ කියන්නේ අපි ඒ factory හදන්න පුළුවන් ගාණක් තියෙනවනේ. අනේ හදන්න පුළුවන් ගාණ අතර තමයි බෙදලා දෙන්නේ. හදන ගාණ අතර නෙවෙයි. This one very important. This is a theory. It has given standards. When calculating conversion cost per unit, fixed production overhead, if it has given, those are allocated based on normal capacity, normal. But if it has given variable production overheads, those are allocated based on actual production level. Then other cost. Other cost කියන්නේ මේ දෙකට අමතරව inventory දැන් තියෙන තැනට ගේන දාලා තියෙන අනෙකුත් වියදම්. Therefore, cost of purchase, cost of conversion and other cost. This is the way you have to calculate cost of inventory. Think about when we are going to adjust on the financial statement. It has sometimes it has not given cost value like this. Sometimes it has given cost of purchase, cost of conversion, and other cost. It total value you have to calculate. That is a value should be considered as a cost of sales, cost of inventory. And net realizable value also not given sometime. Therefore, you have to know it has given standard clearly. ඒ කියන්නේ ඉන්වෙන්ටරි කියන්නේ බිස්නස් එකට වැදගත් දෙයක් බලන්න. ඉන්වෙන්ටරි වැරදිලා වැඩියෙන් ගත්තොත් එහෙම වැරදිලා ප්‍රොෆිට් එක වැඩි වෙනවා. Therefore, important part of the business. All the business organization available inventory. ඒ කියන්නේ අපිට හරියටම decide කරන්න බෑ මේ අවුරුද්දේ මෙච්චරක් විකුණන්න පුළුවන් වෙයි. එහෙනම් ගොඩක් කියනවා අපි. accounting period ඉවරුණයි කියලා ගාන අතර accounting period ඉවරුණයි කියලා business එක නවතින්නේ නැහනේ. ඒතර අපි හැමදාම purchase කරනවා end of the accounting period there are some inventory. Therefore, you have to know how to adjust on the financial statement. Try to recognize how to calculate cost value if it has not given clearly. It is included cost of purchase, cost of conversion, and other cost. This is a composition of cost value. Now think about this example. Right, this one also very important. However, මේක දැන් දෙපාරක් අහලා තියෙනවා ළඟදී papers වල. However, following cost elements should not be included in the cost of inventory. මෙන්න මේවා inventory වල cost එකක් විතර ගන්න බෑ අපිට. They are in the MCQ paper. Therefore, try to by heart. Very important this part. First one, abnormal amount of wastage. Abnormal loss. Abnormal loss කියන්නේ දැන් garment factory එක වගේ අපි ගත්තොත් එහෙම ඒ වගේ ඇඳුම් අහනකොට බලන්න දැන් ගෙනපු රෙදි ඔක්කොම ඇඳුමට දාන්නේ නැහැනේ අපි. පොඩි පොඩි කෑලි කැපිලා යනවා බලන්න. ඒවත් අපි සල්ලි දීලා ගෙනල්ලා තියෙන්නේ. අන්න ඒවා තමයි abnormal wastage. ඒවා අපි adjust කරන්නේ නැහැ inventory වල. දැන් petrol shed එකක් අපි ගත්තොත් ඒක බලන්න ඔය petrol ගහනකොට ටික ටික වාෂ්ප වෙලා යනවා. ඒක අපිට control කරන්න බෑ. Abnormal wastage. Abnormal loss. අන්න ඒවා inventory වල cost එකට අපි include කරන්නේ නැහැ. And storage cost as well as administration overheads and selling cost. This is the standards. They ask what kind of cost value should not be included. Cost of inventory. In the MCQ paper, normally they ask question number 31 to 50. This one by heart. Important. First one thing, what are the things should be included cost of inventory? There are three parts. Cost of purchase, cost of conversion, and other cost. Then you have to know what are the things should not be included when calculating cost value of inventory. Right. Question number 1. Relevant for cost of purchase. They ask MCQ people like this question. It has given following data relevant for the company X. Company X. 10,000 raw material were purchased at 100 per units. නිකන් හිතන්න අපි ඉන්දියාවෙන් ගේන්නේ කියලා මේක. ඇඳුම් රෙදිම කියලා හිතන්නකො. 10,000 අපි meters ගේනවා. එකක් රුපියල් 100 ගානේ. And given under 10% trade discounts. Think how to adjust trade discounts. Then given import tax and other irrecoverable tax. Cover කරගන්න බැරි ඒවා. And clearing charges. වරායෙන් අපි නිදහස් කරන යන charges. Loading and unloading cost. Transport cost. And this one very important. It has given the government give tax rebates. 5 per unit. That's what is the cost of purchase. As a cost of purchase, not only purchase price. This is a purchase price. Trade discount is given. That value should be deducted. Then, ගත්තු තැන ඉඳලා අපේ ෆැක්ටරියට ගේනකම් යන අනිත් ඔක්කොම එනවා බලන්න. Loading, unloading cost, clearing charges, transport cost, and import duty, loading, unloading. Right, therefore, purchase price. This is the way you have to calculate. Think about workings. Purchase price you have to consider. And trade discount is given. If it has given, trade discount should be deducted. And it has given government rebates also. රජයේ සහනාධාරයක් දීලා තිනවා බලන්න. Therefore, that value should be deducted. There's cost of purchase. Therefore, first one, purchase price. As a purchase price, quantity is given 10,000. Purchase 10,000 quantity into per unit cost equal 100. From that value should be deduct trade discounts. Therefore, purchase price equal 1 million, but subject to the 10% trade discounts. Trade discount is not relevant for double entry. Trade discount should be deduct. Therefore, from this value, deduct 10%. 1 million into 10% equal 100,000. Therefore, as a purchase price, we have to consider only 900,000. This is value should be considered as a purchase price. But there's cost of purchase. Purchase කරනකොට යන cost එක. මේ තියෙන purchase price එක. And import tax and other irrecoverable tax paid 2,000 also part of cost of purchase, and clearing charges 100,000, as well as loading and unloading cost 50,000, and transport cost is given 8,000, also part of cost of purchase. And given government rebates, tax rebates, රජයේ සහනාධාර දීලා තියෙනවා බලන්න. That value should be deduct. Therefore, it is given per unit 5 per units. Therefore, government rebates can be calculated quantity equal 10,000 into 5. Therefore, here 50,000 should be deduct. Then take the answer, that is a cost of purchase. Therefore, 900 plus 200 plus 100 and plus 50 plus 80, from that value should be deduct government rebates. Therefore, here answer equal 1,000 to 80. 1,280,000. Therefore, this is the cost of purchase. Think about purchase price. Quantity is given and purchase price per unit is given. Trade discount available. Trade discount should be deduct. Then import tax. එකනේ purchase කරපු තැන ඉඳලා store එකට ගේනකම් දරලා තියෙන හැම වියදමක්ම එනවා. If it has given government rebate should be deduct. Trade discount deduct කරන්නේ purchase price එකෙන්. Purchase කරනකොට තමයි trade discount දෙන්නේ. මෙතන total value එකෙන් එහෙම deduct කරන්න බෑ 10%. Therefore, they ask what is the cost of purchase. Therefore, question number 1 answer. First one, cost of purchase. Financial position, sorry, under current assets. Under cost of sales calculation, based on matching concepts, as inventory should be included cost value. Therefore, cost value included cost of purchase, cost of conversion, and other cost. This is the way you have to calculate cost of purchase. Think about trade discounts, important, and government rebates, as well as other things. Right, next one, think about second one also same way, same information. And question number third one also same way. Think about question number 5. I am going to discuss conversion cost. Very important. Raw material converted into the finished goods. Raw material converted into the finished goods. Therefore, conversion cost available in the manufacturing accounts. Convert කරන්නේ raw material into finished goods. Total manufacturing cost is not conversion cost. Manufacturing cost except raw material consume. ඒ කියන්නේ raw material consume නැතුව manufacturing account එකේ තියෙන අනිත් හැම එකක්ම conversion cost. It is include direct labor cost, direct other expense, and fixed production overheads. Think about manufacturing overheads can be divided by fixed production overheads and variable production overheads. Overheads, some overhead cost vary with number of quantity. දැන් නිකන් හිතන්න electricity expense එක හදන ප්‍රමාණය වැඩි වෙනකොට වැඩි වෙනවා. Variable overhead එකක්. හැබැයි rent එක බලන්න. Insurance එක හැදුවත් නැතත් අපි රෙන්ට් එක ගෙවන්න ඕන. Therefore, overhead can be divided by two parts, fixed production overheads as well as variable production overheads. And it has given actual production capacity. මේ තමයි අපි ඇත්තටම හදන ගාන. But normal production capacity හදන්න පුළුවන් අපිට 60,000. Direct labor cost, direct material and variable production overheads. මෙන්න මේ කාරණා තුන අපි දරලා තියෙන්නේ හදන ප්‍රමාණයට විතරයි. Those are relevant for actual production capacity. But fixed production overheads හැදුවත් නැතත් මේක අපි දරනවා. ඒක වුණ නම් 60,000 වෙනකන් අපිට දරන්න පුළුවන්. එතන මේ fixed production overhead එක අදාළ වෙන්නේ 40,000 විතරක් නෙවෙයි. 60,000 වෙනකම්ම මෙච්චරයි යන්නේ. But direct labor, direct other expense and variable overheads, those are vary with number of quantity. Therefore, there's first one, you are required to calculate conversion cost per unit. This is the first part. Conversion cost per unit. And second one, there's if the closing inventory units are 4,000, what is the total conversion cost? මෙච්චරක් අපි හදනවා 40,000. එහෙනම් 40,000 හැදුවට අන්තිමට ඉතුරුලා තියෙන්නේ 4,000. අපි ගන්නවා 4,000 ඉතුරු වෙලා තියෙන ටිකේ conversion cost එක කීයද? That when we are going to calculate conversion cost per units, direct labor, direct other expense and variable production overheads, those are relevant for actual production capacity. Therefore, this is the way. Think about this workings. There's conversion cost per unit as well as total conversion cost they ask. First one, calculate conversion cost per units. This is the total direct labor cost. When we are going to calculate conversion cost per units, 20 million, this value divided by actual production capacity, ඇත්තටම අපි හදලා තියෙන්නේ 40,000. හදන්න ගියපු raw material direct labor cost එක තමයි 20 million. Therefore, can be calculate direct labor cost per unit. එකක් හදන්න යන ගාන අපිට හොයාගන්න පුළුවන් බලන්න. Therefore, 500 direct labor cost per unit. And direct other expense also same way. 8 million divided by actual capacity. Actual capacity equal 40,000. Therefore, here value equal 200. And variable production overheads. This part I will discuss later. Variable production overheads. Variable production overhead also vary with number of production. අපි ඇත්තටම හදන්නේ 40,000. හදන්න පුළුවන් උනාට මෙච්චරක්. Therefore, variable production cost also relevant for actual capacity. Therefore, 1.6 million divided by 40,000. Therefore, here value equal 40. But fixed production overheads, this one very important. Fixed production overhead should be divided by not actual capacity. This is the theory. This is the thing you have to keep in mind. Production cost can be divided by two parts, variable production cost as well as fixed production overheads. When we are going to calculate conversion cost per unit, fixed production overheads cannot be divided by actual capacity. මේ fixed production overhead එක අපි දරලා තියෙන්නේ 60,000 වෙනුවෙන් හදන්නේ 40 උනාට. Therefore, 1.2 million divided by normal production capacity 60,000. Therefore, answer equal 20. Think about this part it has given. This theory part, think about. This is a conversion cost. Conversion cost include direct labor cost, direct other expense, And production overheads can be divided by two parts. This part very important. Fish production overheads are allocated based on normal capacity, but variable production overheads are allocated based on actual production level. They ask in the MCQ paper, think how to calculate conversion cost per unit, fish production overhead and variable production overheads. Right now, think about answer. We have been discussing question number 5, conversion cost per units. Therefore, here conversion cost per unit equals 760. Here total value. Therefore, this is the conversion cost per units. They ask conversion cost per unit. And total conversion cost. This is conversion cost per unit. And they ask if the closing inventory quantity is given 4,000. අන්තිමට අපි හැදුව 40,000. විකුණලා ඉතුරු ටික. අන්තිමට තියෙන 4,000. There's conversion cost of inventory. Therefore, inventory remaining 4,000. Therefore, total conversion cost. Total conversion cost equal total conversion cost of inventory. It can be calculated conversion cost per unit equals 760 into quantity is given. Closing inventory quantity equal 40,000. 4,000. Not 40,000. Inventory quantity equal 4,000. Therefore, total conversion cost equal 760 into 4,000. Therefore, value equal 3,040,000. This is the conversion cost per units. And this is the total conversion cost included in the closing stock. Therefore, they ask, yes, given answers, conversion cost per unit equal 760 and total conversion cost equal, therefore, answer is 3. This is the way you have to calculate cost of inventory per unit. I will discuss later FIFO WAC, item by item base. I will discuss later specific identification methods and FIFO and WAC. But this is the way you have to calculate cost per unit. එක item එක cost එක හොයන්නේ මේ විදිහට බලන්න. Cost of purchase, cost of conversion and other cost. Think how to calculate cost of conversion. Conversion cost available in the manufacturing accounts. Total manufacturing cost is not conversion cost. Except raw material consume, all other thing conversion cost. Then think how to calculate conversion cost per unit. It has given actual capacity as well as normal capacity. When we are going to allocate fish production overheads, you have to consider normal production capacity. But all other thing, direct material, direct labor, direct other expense, and variable production overheads, those are relevant for actual production capacity. Right, this is the way you have to calculate cost of inventory per unit. I will discuss later FIFO and WAC and specific identification methods. That part I will discuss later. එතනත් cost එක තමයි අපි හොයන්නේ. ඒක බලමු මොකද වෙන්නේ කියලා. Right. Now think how to calculate net realizable value. Based on if there's think about summary. If there's what is inventory, raw material, work in progress and finished goods. ඒ කියන්නේ නැවත විකුණන්න අපි ගෙනල්ලා තියෙන finished goods. අන්තිමට ඉතුරු වෙලා. එතන නැවත විකුණන්න බඩු හදන්න අපි ගෙනල්ලා තියෙන raw material ඉතුරු වෙලා. එහෙනම් අපි නැවත විකුණන්න හද ඉන්නෙව්වා. work in progress. බාගෙට හදලා තියෙනවා. 31st March වෙනකොට ඉතුරු වෙලා. closing inventory. Therefore, inventory, if there's what is inventory, raw material, work in progress, and finished goods. If it is manufacturing business, raw material and work in progress available as inventory. If it is trade in business, එක අපි purchase කරලා විකුණන නම් බඩු. එහෙනම් අපි ගාව raw material work in progress නැහැ. Only finished goods available as inventory. අපිම හදලා අපිම විකුණනවා නම් 2017 annual paper, it has given manufacturing and trade in business organization company. එතර අපිම හදපුවා නම් අපි විකුණන්නේ. එතර raw material ගෙන පයිතුරලා තියෙන්න පුළුවන්. Work in progress also available and finished goods also available. Therefore, when we are going to prepare the financial position as inventory, all three things should be in goods, not only finished goods. If it has given company sum, you have to prepare a separate note for that also. Raw material mecharai, work in progress, its composition should be disclosed. Right. Now I am going to discuss how to calculate net realizable value. This is the way we have to calculate cost value. Right. Net realizable value based on prudence concepts, financial position. Financial position should be in goods as inventory, lower value of cost than net realizable value. Now you have to know how to calculate net realizable value. This is a theory. Net realizable value. ඒ කියන්නේ මාකට් එකේ අපි ගාව තියෙන ඉන්වෙන්ටරි විකුණවුවොත් එහෙම අපිට සල්ලි කීයක් එනවද net value එක. ඇත්තරම සල්ලි වලින් අපිට කීයක් එනවද? It can be calculate estimate selling price minus estimate further completion cost and estimate selling expense. ඒ කියන්නේ අපි ගාව තියෙන ඉන්වෙන්ටරි මාකට් එකේ විකුණන්න යනකොට තව මොනවා හරි පොඩි පොඩි අලුත් වැඩියා ටිකක් කරන්න තියෙනවා නම් ඒකට තියෙන තත්ත්වයටදී විකුණන්න බැයි නම් estimate further completion cost and selling expense අපිට කමිෂන් එකක් ගෙවන්න වෙන්න පුළුවන් විකුණන්න යනකොට like that selling expense should be deduct from selling price. Think about NRP. Sometime it has not given. It has given estimate selling price and estimate further completion cost and estimate selling expense. Therefore, you have to know how to calculate net realizable value. Think about example 1 I have discussed from the beginning. This one, think about given clearly. Normally in the financial statement, it has given like that normally. හැබැයි අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම මෙහෙම දෙන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. Sometimes it has given cost of purchase, cost of conversion, other cost. Estimate selling price, estimate selling expense, estimate further completion cost. In this situation, you have to know how to calculate net realizable value. How to calculate cost value. Therefore, when calculating net realizable value, this is equation. Cost minus, so estimate selling price minus estimate selling expense minus estimate further completion cost. Therefore, this is the equation you have to apply. ඒ කියන්නේ මාකට් එකේ විකුණවුවොත් තාම වික්කේ නැහැ. This is estimate. අපි හිතනවා දැන් මේ තියෙන අපි ගාව තියෙන තොගේ මාකට් එකේ විකුණවුවොත් එහෙම අපිට මෙච්චරක් සුද්ධ වශයෙන් එයි. Net realizable value. Estimate selling price minus estimate further completion cost and estimate selling expense. Think about this example. Given estimate selling price and estimate further completion cost is given. Estimate selling expense is given. It is given per unit and given closing inventory quantity also. Estimate selling price per unit. This one per unit. And estimate selling expense per units. Estimate further completion cost also per units. And given closing unit quantity. There's net realizable value per unit. Therefore, net realizable value per unit can be calculated estimate selling price minus estimate selling expense and estimate further completion cost. Therefore, NRV per unit equal 350 minus 50 minus 30. Therefore, here value equal 270. This is a net realizable value per unit. But financial person as inventory should be equal total value. This is per unit value. Quantity available 3000. Therefore, total net realizable value can be calculated quantity equal 3000 into NRV per unit equal 270. Then value equal 270 into 3000, 810,000. This is the net realizable value per total NRV. NRV per units. Think equation. Based on prudency concepts, lower value of cost and NRV should be included under current assets as inventory. Based on matching concepts, financial income statement and cost of sales calculation, cost value should be included. Therefore, now you know how to calculate cost value of inventory and net realizable value of inventory. Right. 11 and 12 also same way, only numbers change. Right, now think about how to recognize cost and NRV. 2016 paper, it has given like this in the company sum. When we are going to recognize low value of cost and NRV, two methods can be applied. First one, item by item basis, and second one, group methods. Therefore, now you have to know how to recognize low amounts based on item by item. දැන් නිකන් හිතන්න සුපර් මාකට් එකක් පොඩ්ඩක් මතක් කරගන්න බලන්න. සුපර් මාකට් එකේ එක එක වෙනස් වර්ගයේ බඩු තියෙනවා බලන්න. අය 31st December උනායි කියලා 31st March උනායි කියලා ඒගොල්ලෝගේ ඔපරේෂන් එක නවත්තන්නේ නැහැ. නිකන් හිතන්න හාල් බලන්න. බාස්පති තියෙනවා, සම්බා තියෙනවා, නාඩු තියෙනවා. ටූත් පේස්ට් බලන්න. එක එක වර්ග තියෙනවා. සෝප්, සන්ලයිට්, ලයිෆ් බෝයි එක එක වර්ග ඒවා තියෙනවා බලන්න. ඒතර 31st March වෙනකොට තියෙන ඉන්වෙන්ටරි වල වැලියු එක හොයනකොට when we are going to calculate lower value for cost and NRV. Already we have discussed how to calculate cost value and NRV. When we are going to recognize low amounts, there are two methods can be applied. First one, item by item basis, and second one, group in methods. It has given in the company sum as adjustment. On inventory අපිට කෙලින්ම දෙන්න cost එක මෙච්චරයි NRV මෙච්චරයි එහෙම දෙන්නේ නැහැ ගානේ. Therefore, there are two methods can be applied when we are going to recognize low amounts. Financial position, lower value should be included based on prudency concepts. Therefore, you have to know how to calculate low amounts based on item by item basis and group basis. Right. Question number 13, I am going to discuss item by item basis. Think about this example 13. It has given company has provided following information as at 31st March 20 for 3 item of inventory. It has given item ABC. Cost of production is given. This is the cost value. And estimate selling price is given. Estimate selling expense is given. Estimate selling price, estimate selling expense relevant for net realizable value calculation. Given cost value. Thus, according to the item by item basis, what is the value of inventory as at 31st March 20? Inventory value there's included under cost of sales calculation. Think about matching concepts. Inventory value included under current assets. Think about prudency concepts. And there's stock written off also. Right. This is the way you have to calculate. See that this workings. You have to calculate from the beginning NRV. It has given cost value, but net realizable value is not given clearly. It has given estimate selling price and estimate further completion cost. Therefore, first one you have to calculate net realizable value. NRV. This is short form of net realizable value. Record values in 1000 rupee value. It has given rupee value. Then NRV can be calculated estimate selling price minus estimate selling expense. In this example, it has not given estimate further completion cost. Therefore, estimate selling price it has given this value minus estimate selling expense. This one minus this one. Therefore, this is the net realizable value A. Think about item. It cost value and it NRV. Then 16,000 minus 4,000 estimate selling price minus estimate selling expense. And C also same way, 19,000 minus 7,000. Therefore, NRV equal to 12,000. Therefore, this is the net realizable value. And this is the cost value. This is the thing you have to consider now. Then item by item. දැන් අපි low value ගන්න ඕන වෙන වෙනම. A වල වෙනම ගන්න ඕන item by item. Total එක ගන්න බෑ. There are two methods can be applied when we are going to recognize low amounts. Item by item. Cost value is given, NRV calculated. Now think about low amounts. A item, cost value 13,000, NRV 10,000. Therefore, low amount equal 10,000. This is the value should be considered as inventory from A. B think about cost value 10,000, NRV 12,000, and aduwen thiyena 10,000. Therefore, here also 10,000. And part C, cost value 17,000, NRV 12,000. Therefore, low amount equal 12,000. Item by item. Therefore, this is a value should be considered as inventory. This is the low amounts. Low amounts. Then take its total value. There's stock written off also. Therefore, take cost value total amounts. This is a cost. Total value equal here 40,000. And low amounts, its total value. Not NRV. Low value consider already. Item by item. Its total value equal 32,000. Therefore, now you have to compare this value and this value. Therefore, cost value total amount equal 40,000. Net realizable value total value equal 32,000. Now see the requirements. First one, there's inventory included under cost of sales calculation. Under cost of sales calculation, based on matching concepts, as inventory you have to consider low cost value. Cost value equal 40,000 based on this example. But financial person should be include low amounts. There's inventory value include under current assets. Under current asset as inventory should be included lower value of cost and NRV. Therefore, low value. Now, low value calculated item by item. Make it total කරන් ඒකත් එක්ක compare කරන්න බෑ. Item by item වෙන වෙනම low එක ගන්න ඕන අපි. It total value equal 32,000 under current assets. Then low amounts current assets should be included as inventory 32,000 and the cost of sales calculation should be included 40,000. That difference value should be considered as a stock written off. Therefore, stock written off value equal here difference value rupees 8,000. Item by item basis. NRV is not given from the beginning. NRV should be calculated. How to calculate? This is the equation. Estimate selling price minus estimate further completion cost and estimate selling expense. Right, think about this example also. තව එකක් මෙතනින් අපි හදමු. Question number 14 also same way, but it has given estimate selling price and estimate selling expense as well as estimate further completion cost also. Therefore, cost value here difference, it has given quantity also. The මේගානේ කෙලින්ම අපිට total cost එක දීලා තියෙන්නේ. Quantity දීලා නැහැ. But here it is given quantity and unit cost. Therefore, total cost should be calculated. And estimate selling expense, estimate selling further completion cost, and estimate selling price is given. First one, total cost should be calculated. Total NRV or NRV per unit should be calculated. Low amounts into quantity. Same requirements. The difference things, it has given quantity and unit price. Total cost එක දැන් දීලා නැහැ. Unit cost is given, unit NRV can be calculated. Therefore, you have to calculate total cost and NRV per unit as well as total NRV. Then low amount can be calculated. That prepare the working like this. Requirement is same. There are 3 items. Here separate column for total cost. You have to calculate total cost also. Total cost. Think about how to calculate low amounts item by item basis. And estimate selling price is given. Estimate selling expense also given. Estimate further completion cost is given. By using those information can be calculated NRV. Net realizable value can be calculated. Therefore, here NRV per unit. Then total NRV can be calculated. Total net realizable value. Then total cost value should be compared with total NRV. This is the low amounts. Low amounts. Quantity and unit cost is given. Therefore, from the beginning, try to calculate total cost value. Therefore, this one into this one, here will be equal 600,000. And here 100, so 1.5 million. And here 230 into 3000 will be equal 690,000. This is the total cost. Quantity into unit price. It has given unit cost. Sometimes here it has given cost of purchase, cost of conversion, other cost. Total again cost per unit to unknown. After that into quantity. This is the total cost. And NRV per unit. Estimate selling price minus estimate selling expense and minus further completion cost. Therefore, this one minus this one minus this one, take answer here. NRV per unit should be calculated. Therefore, here will be equal 130. And this one minus here 40 equal 140. And 250 minus these two things, 220. Then into quantity, always quantity into NRV. This value into this value. This is unit cost. This is a quantity. This is a unit NRV. Therefore, quantity is given. Total NRV can be calculated. Think about, you have to compare this value, this one into this one. Then total cost can be calculated. 5,000 into 130. Therefore, 650. And 140 into 10,000. 1.4 million. And 220 into 3,000. 660. Now we know cost value. We know NRV. Then low amounts. Those are the things you have to compare. This is the total NRV. This is the total cost value. Then think about low amounts. Think about part A. Cost value 600. NRV equal 650. Therefore, low amount equal 600. And part B. Cost value equal 1.5 million. 1.4 million. Here value equal 1.4 million. And cost value equal 690. NRV equal 660. Here low amount equal 660. Think about low amounts. Cost value, it has given per unit. Unit cost. Quantity also given. Total cost. And the cost of sales calculation. As inventory should be include cost value. Total cost. Therefore, this is value should be included under cost of sales calculation. But under current assets, low amounts is total value. Not here. Not total NRV. Low amount calculated already, item by item basis. Therefore, take total cost value 600,000 plus 1.5 million plus 690. Based on matching concepts, 2,790,000. Therefore, this is value should be included under cost of sales calculation. But under financial position, low amount is total value. Therefore, 2,660,000. Therefore, this is the value should be recorded financial statement as an inventory. Under cost of sales calculation, based on matching concepts, cost value should be included. Therefore, recommend one answer, inventory value included under cost of sales calculation. Here value equal cost value 2,790,000. Based on matching concepts, income should be matched with its corresponding expense. But inventory value included under current assets, low amounts is total value equal rupees 2,660,000. And stock written off, here difference value. Therefore, this one minus this one equal 130,000. Therefore, stock written off equal 130,000 based on prudency concepts. Based on matching concept, there are two concepts relevant for inventory. They are MCQ paper also. Two concepts relevant for inventory. Think about difference. Think question number 13 and 14. 13, it has given directly total cost. Quantity is not given. But question number 14, quantity and unit cost is given. Total cost should be calculated. And NRV is not given. But it has given estimate selling price, estimate selling expense, estimate further completion cost is given. By using those information, NRV per unit can be calculated. Into quantity, total NRV can be calculated. Then total NRV should be compared with total cost value, then can be calculated low value. Right. We have discussed already item by item basis. Inventory should be include financial position low amounts. When we are going to recognize low amounts, there are two methods can be applied, item by item basis and group basis. Now think group basis. Example number 16, think about. This one very important. I will discuss both methods, item by item basis as well as group basis. නිකන් හිතන්න සුපර්මාකට් එක ඉන්වෙන්ටරි දිහා බැලුවොත් අපි there are more category available. දැන් rice අපි ගත්තොත් එක category එකක්. soap ගත්තොත් තව category එකක්. pen ගත්තොත් තව category එකක්. ඒ වගේ there are more categories available and more item available. දැන් අපි example එකකට සහල් ගත්තොත් බලන්න එක තියෙනවා සම්බා තියෙනවා නාඩු තියෙනවා කැකුළු තියෙනවා. Like that, those are the item. Category is rice. Like that, think about this one. This is a group. It has given milk powder, PQR. Then මෙතන මම PQR දැම්මට practically බලන්න anchor, nestamol, lasprey, ractri, like that. Then soap, it has given ABC. මම මෙතන එහෙම ගත්තට practically තියෙන බලන්න life boy, then sunlight, like that. There are more item available. Right, those are the item, those are the group. Then it has given quantity, unit cost and net realizable value per unit is given. Cost per unit, net realizable value per unit. Unit NRV is given. Then it has given number of quantity. They ask calculate closing inventory value and by using item by item basis. From the beginning, I'm going to discuss item by item basis. Right, this is the quantity and cost and NRV is given. First one into quantity into cost value can be calculated total cost value. Make multiply කරොත් අපිට එනවා total cost එක quantity එක NRV per unit multiply කරොත් අපිට එනවා total NRV එක. Then total cost value can be compared with total NRV item by item. Think about these workings. There's item by item basis as well as group basis. From the beginning, I'm going to discuss item by item basis. Right, see this example. Right, it has given. There are 4 categories, 4 group, and there are 9 items. Number of quantities given, cost per unit is given, as well as net realizable value per unit is given. That first one, item by item basis. Prepare working like this. And given number of quantity, unit cost also given, you have to calculate total cost value. Quantity into unit cost. Here can be calculated total cost value. Total cost based on matching concept and the cost of sales calculation, total cost should be included. Therefore, this one into this one, take the value 300,000. And here value equal 700,000. Then 280 into 3,000, 840,000, 120,000, 450,000. Therefore, here 1,050,000, 150,000. Cost value, number of quantity into cost per units. And here 360,000, 320,000. This is the total cost. Then net realizable value per unit also given. Calculate total NRV. Here total net realizable value quantity into NRV per units. This one into this one. It has given quantity into net realizable value. Making very good total NRV. Therefore, here will be equal to 180,000. And here will be equal to 720,000. Here will be equal to 750,000. Then here 110,000. This one into this one equal 480,000. And this one equal 1 million. And here 45,000, here 135,000. And 55 into 6,000. Value equal 330,000. And this one into this one, 340,000. Therefore, this is the total cost, and this is the total NRV. Then think about low amounts, item by item. Therefore, lower value. Here, low amounts. This is the total cost. This is total NRV. ඕන නම් අපිට මෙහෙම හොයන්න නැතුව කෙලිම මේ NRV මේ cost per unit එකයි. unit එකේ cost එකයි unit එකේ NRV එකයි compare කරලා ඒකේ low එක quantity එක වැඩි කරලා ගන්නත් පුළුවන්. Same answer. මේ දෙකෙන් අඩු එක අරන් ඒක quantity එකෙන් වැඩි කරත් මෙතන answer එක equal. නැත්නම් calculate total cost value, calculate total NRV, then item by item. Group base නෙවෙයි. වෙන වෙනම බලනවා අපි low එක. Think about P. Milk powder P. Low amounts. This one and this one equal 208,000. And here low amount equal 700,000. And here low amount equal 750,000. And soap A, think about low amount equal 110,000. And here low amount equal 450,000. Here low amount equal 1 million. And here low amount equal 135 and 330,000. And here low amount equal 320,000. This is a low value. This value can be calculated. මෙහෙම හොයන්න නැතුව ඕන නම් මේ unit cost එකයි unit NRV එකයි compare කරලා ඒකෙන් එන අඩු වගේ quantity එකෙන් වැඩි කරන්නත් පුළුවන්. But under cost of sales calculation, total cost value should be included. Therefore, total cost value also should be calculated. Based on matching concepts, under cost of sales calculation, total cost value should be included and total low amount should be included financial person. Therefore, take total cost value 300 plus 700,000 plus 840. Think about cost column. Its total value should be calculated. 150, 360, and 320. Therefore, total cost value equal 4,290,000. This is the total cost value based on matching concepts. That is, the value should be included under cost of sales calculation. And low amount, its total value 280, 700, 750, 110, 450. Take total value 1 million, 135, 330, and 320. Therefore, here value equal 435,000. So 75,000. Therefore, low amount total value equal 4,075,000. This is the cost value total amounts. This is a low amounts, its total value. Right now, think about therefore total cost value. This is a value should be included under cost of sales calculation. But under financial position, item by item basis, I will discuss same example group basis also. Therefore, recommend 1. Calculate closing inventory. Value include under cost of sales calculation. Based on matching concepts, under cost of sales calculation, cost value equal 4,290,000. Based on matching concepts. Then financial position should be included under current assets as inventory lower amount it total value. NRV වල total එක නෙවෙයි. low එක අපි ගන්න ඕන. ඒකේ total එක. Therefore in this example 4,075,000. Then difference value is stock written off. Difference value. Therefore here difference value equal 215,000. Therefore stock written off equal 215,000. This is a value should be considered based on item by item basis. Item by item. වෙන වෙනම අපි ගන්නවා. Group එක නෙවෙයි. Now think about same example group basis. Same example group basis. දැන් අපි බලනවා මේ තමයි group එක බලන්න. Therefore second requirement there's requirement same but by using group methods. First one, think about item by item basis. It has given quantity, unit cost, unit NRV. There are 3 group available, 9 item available. Item by item we have discussed already. This is the way you have to calculate grouping methods. When we are going to recognize low amounts, there are 2 methods can be applied. Right. Think about these workings can be used for grouping method also. Now this is the total cost. Milk powder. Now milk powder is a one group. And soap is other group. There are 3 group available. Total cost value and total NRV already calculated. Cost value already calculated. Right. This is a group. Milk powder is a group. Then මේ group එකේ cost එක අපි ගන්නවා. Group එකේ NRV ගන්නවා. අන්නේ දෙකේ අඩු එක තමයි low value විතර අපි ගන්න. Therefore take here total amounts 300 plus 700 plus 840. Therefore milk powder it cost value equal 1,840,000. Milk powder, that is a group. Now it is not item by item basis. NRV also take total value. Therefore total NRV equal 1,750,000. දැන් අපි compare කරන්නේ මෙන්න මේ දෙක. ඒතර milk powder කියන group එකේ inventory විදිහට අපි ගන්නෙ මේ දෙකෙන් low එක. group එකේ cost එක ගන්නවා, group එකේ NRV ගන්නවා. ඒ දෙක තමයි compare කරන්නේ. Item by item නෙවෙයි. Milk powder is a group. එහෙනම් milk powder වලින් as inventory we have to consider low amount equal 1.750. This is a value should be considered as inventory from milk powder. දැන් වෙන වෙනම අපි ගන්න වෙන වෙනම ගන්න item by item base. Try to recognize difference. And soap also same way 120 take total cost value. Therefore total cost value equal 1,620. And take total NRV also 110 plus 480 plus 1 million. Therefore 1,590,000. Then think about here low amounts. Then group එකේ බලන්න. Soap is a group. Then ABC වෙන වෙනම බලන්නේ නැහැ. Therefore here low amount equal 1,590,000. And pen also same way. Take cost value 150 plus, 360 plus, and 320. Therefore, cost value equal 830,000. And take total NRV also. Think about grouping methods. Here 805. Then here low amount equal 805. Grouping methods. Then total cost value, this one plus this one plus this one equal this value. 1840, 1620, 830. Therefore, cost value is not changed. 4,290,000. Group basic item basic cost එක වෙනස් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. But think about value, low value. 1750, this one plus this one plus this one. 1750 plus 1590 plus 805. Therefore, 4,145 million. This is low amounts. Group basis. මෙතන answer එක අරකට equal වෙන්නෙම නැහැ. මේ method දෙකක්. This is a grouping methods. The grouping methods, low amounts, it total value equal this value. This is the value should be include financial position. But cost value based on matching concepts under cost of sales calculation. And here difference value is stock written off. Based on Lkas 2, this is a standard. Definitely they ask in the paper. When we are going to recognize low amounts, two methods can be applied. Item by item or group in methods. Think about supermarket. Practically there are more group available. Soap is a group, milk powder is a group, pen is a group, rice is a group. Like that, there are more group available. Try to recognize how to calculate inventory, cost value, net realizable value, low amounts based on item by item as well as group in methods. Therefore, write the answers. They ask inventory included under cost of sales calculation based on group in methods. Group in methods. Under cost of sales calculation based on matching concepts should be included cost value. Therefore, rupees. Cost value is not changed, equal total value. Right, cost value total amount equal 4,290,000. That is value should be included 4,290,000. This is value should be included under cost of sales calculation. Item by item base උනත් එකයි group base එක උනත් එකයි cost එක change වෙන්නේ නැත. But financial position as inventory low amounts. Think about grouping methods. Low amount equal 4,445,000. Therefore, rupees 4,120,145,000. Based on prudency concepts. Then item by item base එකේ ආපු උත්තරේ වෙනස්. මේ method දෙකක් answer එක equal නැහැ. And stock written off equal difference value. Therefore, difference value equal 4,290,000 minus 4,145,000. Therefore, here difference value equal 145,000. Same example. Think item by item basis and group basis. This is item by item basis. Item by item. වෙන වෙනම cost එක අපි ගන්නවා NRV. Then low amounts, item by item. But grouping methods. Each group, it cost value and calculate it NRV. Then think about it low amounts. Like that, each and every group, you have to calculate cost value and net realizable value. Then total cost value under cost of sales calculation based on matching concepts and based on prudency concepts, lower value, it total amount should be included under current assets. Right. This is a summary that we have discussed now. Inventory separate standard available. Any organization, manufacturing business, trading business, service business, all the business inventory available. ඇයි ඉන්වෙන්ටරි තියෙන්නේ? ගණන් හදන අවුරුද්ද ඉවර වෙනවා කියලා බිස්නස් එක නවතින්නේ නැහනේ. බිස්නස් එක හැමදාම යනවා. අපි අවුරුද්දෙන් අවුරුද්දට ගණන් හදනවා. As at 31st March, there are inventory available. Each and every business. ඒ කියන්නේ ගත්තුව ඔක්කොම විකුණලා නැහැ. raw material ගත්තුව ඔක්කොම හදලා නැහැ මේ අවුරුද්දේ. Therefore, if they ask what is the inventory, raw material, work in progress, finished goods. ඒගොල්ලෝ අරන් තියෙනවා විකුණන්න පාවිච්චි කරන්න ගත්තේව නෙවෙයි. දැන් motor vehicle එකක් අපි ගත්තොත් එහෙම ඒක අපිට asset එකක්. හැබැයි motor vehicle විකුණන business එකක් motor vehicle ගත්තොත් inventory. For resale basis, purchase finished goods, raw material, work in progress. ඉතුරු වෙලා. විකුණන්න purchase කරපු finished goods තියෙනවා. විකුණන්න බඩු හදන්න ගෙනපු raw material ඉතුරු වෙලා. විකුණන්න බඩු හද තියෙනවා. process එකේ තියෙනවා. ඉතුරු වෙලා. work in progress. Therefore, if they ask what is inventory, raw material, work in progress, and finished goods. Then you have to know how to calculate cost value of inventory, cost of purchase, cost of conversion, and other cost. එකන අපි garment factory එකක් නම් අපේ තියෙන්නේ. අපි raw material ගේන්න ඕන ඉන්දියාවෙන්. එහෙන් අපි ගන්න ඕන. ඒ ගත්තේ වරායට ගේන්න ඕන ඉන්දියාවේ. එහෙන් වරායට ගොඩ මේ පටවන්න ඕන. වරාය නැවක මෙහෙට ගේන්න ඕන අපි ලංකාවට shipping charges එනවා. වරායෙන් බාන්න ඕන. ඊට පස්සේ බාපු අපි ෆැක්ටරියට ගේන්න ඕන ස්ටෝර් එකට. අන්නේ ගේනකන් යන ඒ process එකේ තියෙන හැම cost එකක්ම cost of purchase වලට එන්නේ. Purchase price, loading unloading cost, import tax and clearing charges, shipping charges and transport cost. But if it has given trade discount, if it has given tax rebates, think about. Then conversion cost. Convert කරන්න කොහෙද? Factory. මොනවද? Raw material. Manufacturing account we have discussed already. Therefore, raw material converted into the finished goods. Therefore, conversion cost includes manufacturing cost, but except raw material consumed. Direct labor, direct other expense, as well as production overheads. Production overhead available two parts, variable production overhead as well as fixed production overheads. Think when calculating conversion cost per units, fixed production overhead should be divided by normal capacity. But variable production overhead should be divided by actual capacity. Then think how to calculate NRV. I have discussed equation. Then when we are going to recognize lower value of cost and NRV, two methods can be applied, item by item basis and group in methods. That part we have discussed. Right, now I'm going to discuss very important part. දැන් හොඳට අහගන්න මෙන්න මේ ටික. දැන් අපි business එකේ inventory හොයන්නේ physical count එකකින්. කියන්නේ motor vehicle, land building වගේ carry down කියන උත්තරයක් නෙවෙයි මේ inventory කියන්නේ. හැම business එකක්ම 31st March වලට හරි 31st December හරි ඒක depend වෙනවා ගණන් හදන අවුරුද්ද අනුව අන්න එදාට store එකට ගිහිල්ලා ඉතුරු වෙලා තියෙන ටිකේ cost එක හොයන්න ඕන. total cost එක. අපි කලින් කතා කරේ cost per unit, cost of purchase, cost of conversion, other cost. ඒ එකක cost එක හැදෙන විදිය. But physically when we are going to calculate inventory as at 31st March or 31st December, there are two methods can be applied. ඒ කියන්නේ අපි අන්තිම දවසේ inventory වල value එක හොයන්න physical count එකක් කරනකොට can be applied specific identification methods. Those are called cost formula. මේ part එක අනිවාර්යෙන් වෙනවා paper එකේ. Specific identification methods and other cost. Some item can be recognized specifically and other stock ඒ කියන්නේ specifically identify කරගන්න බැරි තැන්වල යනවා first in first out method and weighted average cost methods. එතන මේක apply කරන්නේ කොයි වෙලාවේද? ෆිසිකල් කවුන්ට් එකක් කරන්න යනකොට වාහන විකුණන තැන්වල වගේ තැන්වල ඒ කියන්නේ quantity එක ටිකයි තියෙන්නේ තියෙන asset වලත් value එක difference. දැන් අපි හිතමු වාහන විකුණන තැන නිකන් හිතන්නකෝ. Toyota car තියෙනවා, Suzuki car තියෙනවා, BMW තියෙනවා, Benz car තියෙනවා. ඒ වගේ cost එක එකද? Quantity ගොඩක් නැහැ. අන්න ඒ වගේ තැන්වල specific identification methods should be applied. Specific identification methods. And supermarket වගේ තැන්වල specifically identify කරගන්න බෑ. එහෙම නැත්නම් එහෙම identify කරගන්නේ තේරුමක් නැහැ. දැන් නිකන් හිතන්න ටොපි ගොඩාක් තියෙනවා කියලා හිතන්නකො. හාල් කිලෝ ගොඩක් තියෙනවා. සුපර් මාකට් එක සබන් කෑලි ගොඩක් තියෙනවා. අන්න ඒ වගේ තැන්වල specifically අපි identify කරගන්න යන්නේ නැහැ. මොකද quantity ගොඩක් තියෙනවා. ඒ වගේ value එකේ ලොකු difference නැහැ. හැබැයි වාහන විකුණන තැන් වගේ තැන්වල quantity එක අඩුයි. තියෙන values එකිනෙකට ගොඩක් වෙනස්. අන්න එතකොට physical count එකක් කරනකොට can be apply specific identification methods and other stock FIFO methods and weighted average cost methods. This one very important. Therefore, from the beginning, I'm going to discuss specific identification methods. දැන් මම මේ කරන්නේ inventory physically අපි count කරන්න store එකට ගිහිල්ලා අන්න ඒකේ cost එක හොයන විදි. There are two methods can be applied: specific identification methods and other stock FIFO methods and weighted average cost. Very important. Definitely they ask paper. Cost formula. Right. Question number 17, relevant for specific identification methods. It has given car traders who follow specific identification methods. Quantity එක ගොඩක් නැති value එකේ ලොකු difference තියෙන තැන්වල තමයි මේක අපි apply කරන්නේ. වාහන විකුණන තැන්වල වගේ. සුපර් මාකට් වල නෙවෙයි. සුපර් මාකට් වගේ තැන්වල එහෙම අපි apply කරන්නේ එක්ක FIFO නැත්නම් weighted average cost. That part I will discuss later. Now I am going to discuss specific identification methods. It has given inventory item, it has given description and model number is given, number of car is given. This is a car traders and cost per car is given. Selling price also given. Selling price is not alone for inventory. Under cost of sales calculation as well as under current assets, inventory we have to include normally cost value, cost and net realizable value. මේ තමයි විකුණන්න පුළුවන් ගාන මාකට් එකේ selling price. Right, now think about opening balance. Model number 1. It has given number of quantity 10. 10ක් අපි ගාව දිනවා මේකෙන්. Purchase කළා තියෙන 1,1.2 million. And opening balance it has given model number 2. දැන් මේක Suzuki වෙන්න පුළුවන්, BMW වෙන්න පුළුවන්, Toyota වෙන්න පුළුවන්, Nissan වෙන්න පුළුවන්, any. Model number is given. The model number 2, number of quantity available 15. It has given purchase price and purchase during the count period. Model number 4, quantity is given 20 and it purchase price also given. Then it has given sales during the count period. Sales. Model number 1. Sales කළා තියෙන 7යි. 10ක් තිබුණාට 7යිනේ විකුණලා තියෙන්නේ. එහෙනම් කීයක් ඉතුරුලාද කියලා හිතන්නකෝ. Thus, what is the cost of inventory? What is the cost of car sold? Cost of car sold means cost of sales. And they ask, what is the closing inventory value? Cost of inventory they ask and cost of sales they ask. Right. Model number 1. Available 10 but sales only 7. 10ක් තිබුණාට 7යි විකුණලා තියෙන්නේ. එහෙනම් cost of sales හොයනකොට when we are going to calculate cost of sales, cost value of sales 7ක් විකුණලා into it purchase price equal 1.2 million. Think values in 1000. Here take values in 1000 and plus the model number 1 වලින් cost of sales. Sales කරලා තියෙන 7යි. It cost value equal 1.2 million. Not selling price, cost value of sales. එහෙනම් inventory එකක් තියෙනවා බලන්න. As inventory we have to consider 10ක් තිබුණාට 7යිනේ විකුණලා තියෙන්නේ. Therefore number of quantity inventory available 3 into its cost value equal 1.2 million. Take values in thousand. Therefore this is the model number 1. 10's opening balance available and out of 10 sales equal 7. But model number 1 වලින් විකුණලා තියෙන 7 number of quantity. එහෙනම් 10කින් 7ක් විකුණනවා නම් 3ක් ඉතුරු වෙනවා. Therefore when we are going to calculate inventory 3 into cost value. When we are going to calculate cost of sales 7 into cost value. Cost of sales, cost of inventory. Plus think about model number 2. Think about cost of sales and inventory. Model number 2 available 15 number of quantity. It purchase price is given. But 10 sales. Sales is given 10. එහෙනම් 15න් 10ක් විකුණලා නම් එහෙනම් ඉතුරු 5 ඉතුරු වෙලා. Therefore when we are going to calculate cost of sales 10 quantity sales it purchase price equal 1.5 million. And as inventory from model number 2 එහෙනම් 10 15ක් තිබුණ එකෙන් 10යිනේ විකුණලා තියෙන්නේ. Therefore 5 remain. Therefore 5 into 1.5 million. Think about cost of inventory and cost of sales. Is specific identification method. Is specifically බලනවා අපි. ඒ කියන්නේ එක එක කාර් එක අරන් තියෙන කීයද කියලා බලනවා අපි. අන්තිමට ඉතුරුලා තියෙනවා. Is specific identification method. And model number 4 opening balance is not given but purchase available 20 cars. Purchase 20 but out of 20 sales equal 12. එහෙනම් 20ක් අපි purchase කළාට විකුණලා තියෙන්නේ 12. Therefore when we are going to calculate cost of sales 12 quantity sales into its purchase price. Its purchase price equal 2 million. Available 20 but sales equal 12. එහෙනම් 20ක් purchase කළාට 12යිනේ විකුණලා තියෙන්නේ. එහෙනම් remaining inventory equal 8. Therefore when calculating inventory quantity equal 8 into its purchase price equal 2 million. This is the specific identification method. ඒ කියන්නේ කාර් විකුණන තැන්වල වගේ වාහන විකුණන තැන්වල අන්තිම දවසට අපි ගිහිල්ලා බලනවා මේ කාර් කීයක් තියෙනවද ටොයෝටා වලින් ඒවා කීය ගානද අරන් තියෙන්නේ. සුසුකි වලින් කාර් කීයක් තියෙනවද ඒවා කීය ගානද අරන් තියෙන්නේ. Like that is specifically identified. හැබැයි සුපර් මාකට් වල ওই වැඩේ අපි කරන්න යන්නේ නැහැ. මොකද එතන කරන්න යන්නේ නැත්තේ ලොකු quantity එකක් තියෙනවා. ඒ වගේ values තියෙන පොඩි value තියෙන්නේ. ලොකු cost එකක් යනවා එහෙම කරන්න කිව්වොත්. ඒ වගේම දැන් සුපර් මාකට් වල තෙල් වගේ බලන්න නිකන් පොල් තෙල් වගේ දේවල් එක එක price වල අරන් තියෙන්නේ. අපිට වෙන් කරලා හොයාගන්න බෑ ඒවා. අන්න ඒ නිසා FIFO method and weighted average cost method can be applied in the supermarket. But motor vehicle selling business ඒ වගේ business වල specific identification methods specifically බලනවා අන්තිමේට තියෙන inventory අරන් තියෙන්නේ කීයේ ගානේද. Think about quantity is given, sales quantity is given. Then can be recognized inventory quantity into purchase price, not selling price. Inventory and cost of sales should be calculated cost value. Then take total value here. Therefore cost of sales 7 into 1.2 million. Then 10 into 1.5 million. Then 12 into 2 million. Therefore here cost of sales value equal 7 into 1.2 million plus 10 into 1.5 million plus 12 into 2 million. 47,400. This is the cost of sales. And cost of inventory equal 3 into 1.2 million, 5 into 1.5 million, and 8 into 2 million. 8 into 2 million. Therefore, 27,100. And take more 30. Those are recorded values in thousand. Therefore, rupee value. This is the cost of sales and cost of inventory. Therefore, this is answer. Specific identification methods. Specifically බලනවා අපි ඉතුරුලා තියෙනවා කීය ගන්න දරන් තියෙන කියලා. ඒතර මේ ඇප්ලයි කරන්න කොයි වගේ තැන්වලද? quantity එක අඩුයි cost එකේ ලොකු difference එකක් තියෙන තැන්වල. Right, specific identification methods. Closing inventory and cost of sales. කොච්චරක් තිබුණාද කියලා බලන්න, කොච්චරක් විකුණුලාද කියලා බලන්න. Think about this example also. This one very important. There is a small difference. Also, car manufacturing car traders who use specific identification methods. They ask cost of sales and cost of inventory. Now there are, think about it as given model Toyota, Suzuki, opening balance it as given. Think about quantity and purchase price. And during the accounting period also purchase it as given. BMW, Toyota and Suzuki. Now it has given opening balance, also purchase it as given. And sales quantity also given. Selling price not relevant for inventory and cost of sales calculation. Selling price should be included in income statement. They ask first one cost of sales. First one they ask cost of sales calculation as well as cost of inventory. Right. Cost of sales. Think about Toyota. Prepare separate working like this. From the beginning, I'm going to discuss cost of sales as well as closing inventory. There are 3 items. Here cost of sales and here closing inventory. Opening balance, it has purchase also given. Right, think about BMW. Opening balance is not given, but purchase available 10. Sales it has given 6. 10ක් තියෙනවා, 6යි විකුණලා තියෙන්නේ. Therefore, cost of sales can be calculated 6 into විකුණලා 6ක්. It purchase price equal 6 million. Record values in 1000. Here values in 1000. Recognize quantity. And 10 available, 6 sales. 10ක් තිබුණාට 6යිනේ විකුණලා තියෙන්නේ. එහෙනම් cost of sales වුණ තැනනේ 6 into 6000. 6 into purchase price. 10න් 6ක් විකුණලා නම් එහෙනම් inventory වල තියෙන්නේ 4. Therefore 4 into purchase price. Therefore this is the closing into cost value and cost of sales. 36 million. Here cost value equal to 24 million. Out of BMW. The next one, think about Toyota. Sales it has given 40,000. Sales 40. Opening 20 available and purchase 30. Think about this one. මුලින් 20ක් තිබුණා, purchase කළා 30,030. Therefore available now 50. එහෙනම් අපි ගාව ඔක්කොම 50ක් තියෙනවා බලන්න. 50ක් තිබුණාට 40යි විකුණලා තියෙන්නේ. Purchase price same 2.2 million. 50 available but sales 40. නම් 50න් 40ක් විකුණලා නම් 10යි ඉතුරුලා තියෙන්නේ. Specific identification methods. Therefore cost of sales 40 sales. Therefore 40 into purchase price equal 2.2 million. Therefore, this is the cost of sales. Therefore, 2200 into 40, 88 million cost of sales. 50ක් තිබිලා opening 20, purchase 30, 50 available, out of 50 and sales 40. 50ක් තිබුණාට 40යි විකුණලා තියෙන්නේ. It means inventory equal 10. Into it purchase price equal 2.2 million. Therefore, here value equal 22 million. This is a cost of inventory. Specific identification methods. And Suzuki, think about Suzuki opening balance 15 and purchase 35. එහෙනම් අපි ඔක්කොම තියෙනවා බලන්න 50. 15ක් තිබුණා 35ක් purchase කරපම අපි ගාව තියෙනවා 50ක්. 50ක් තිබුණාට විකුණලා තියෙන්නේ 35. එහෙනම් ආපහු ඉතුරුලා තියෙන closing inventory 40. අපි මෙතන හිතමු මේක පොඩ්ඩක් වෙනස් කරමු. මේක අපි හදාගමු 45 කියලා. 45 sales. Opening inventory available 15, purchase available 35. එහෙනම් 50 තියෙනවා බලන්න. 50 තිබුණාට විකුණලා තියෙන්නේ 45. Therefore, when calculating cost of sales, 45 into purchase price. Purchase price equal 1.5 million. Opening balance also 1.5 million. Therefore, this is the cost of sales. 50ක් තිබුණාට 45 sales. It means closing inventory equal 5 now. Therefore, it purchase price equal 1.5 million. Therefore, this is inventory cost of sales. 45 into 1.5 million. Therefore, 67,500. And here value equal 7.5 million. Therefore, this is the cost of inventory. මේ තමයි physically inventory value එක හොයන විදිය අපි. This is the total cost of sales. Therefore, cost of sales total amount equal, take here total value and take here total value, that is a closing inventory. Therefore, 36 million plus 88 million plus 67.5 million. Therefore, here 191,500,000. This is values in thousand. This is the cost of sales. And closing inventory, also take here total value 24 million plus 22 million plus 7.5 million. Therefore, here 53.5 million. This is the specific identification methods. All the business organization inventory should be calculated based on physical counts. දැන් මේවා motor vehicle, land, building වගේ carry down කියන උත්තරයක් නෙවෙයි. හැම business එකක්ම 31st March වලට store එකට ගිහිල්ලා inventory වල value එක හොයන්න ඕන. නිකන් මතක් කරගෙන සුපර් මාකට් එකේ ගිහිල්ලා inventory හොයනවා කියලා හිතන්නකෝ. 31st March වල අපි ගිහිල්ලා එක එක count කර ගන්නවා බලන්න. Like that physical counts. අන්නේම physical count එක කරනකොට වාහන විකුණන තැන්වල වගේ තැන්වල ඒ කියන්නේ quantity එක අඩුයි තියෙනේ වගේ price එකේ ලොකු difference තියෙනවා. අන්න ඒ වගේ තැන්වල මෙන්න මේ method එක අපි apply කරනවා. specifically බලනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ එක එක කාර් එකේ වෙන වෙනම බලනවා කීයක ගන්න දරන් තියෙන්නේ කොච්චරක් තියෙනවද. Therefore, quantity into purchase price can be calculated. හැබැයි සුපර් මාකට් වල ඔය වැඩේ අපි කරන්න යන්නේ නැහැ. එක එක සබන් නිකන් හිතන්න සෝප් වෙන වෙනම ඒකේ purchase price අපි ගණන් කරන්න යන්නේ නැහැ. ටොපි වෙන වෙනම ගණන් කරන්න යන්නේ නැහැ. පොල් තෙල් වගේ දේවල් අපිට හොයන්නත් බෑ වගේ. අන්න ඒ වගේ තැන්වල cannot be apply specific identification methods. We have to apply FIFO and weighted average cost methods. මේක අහපු නැති paper එකක් නෑ. Therefore, this part very important. right පොඩ බලමු අපි summary part එක discuss කරපු ටිකේ inventory available all the business organization. Therefore definitely in the A level paper out of 100 5 to 10 marks available for inventory. සාමාන්‍ය ලකුණු 5 10ක් අතර වගේ එනවා. It is available in the company sum, it is available partnership sum, it is available non-profit organization, it is available MCQ paper. Separate standard available for that. Why it has given? It is important. ඒ කියන්නේ inventory නැති business එකක් නෑ කොහෙවත්. We are going to provide information. Therefore, you have to know how to calculate its cost value, its NRV, then how to calculate item by item basis, group basis, specific identification methods, as well as FIFO and WAC. If they ask what is inventory, raw material, work in progress, and finished goods. Then, based on matching concepts, under cost of sales calculation, as inventory should be included, low amount cost value. Under cost of sales calculation, cost value of inventory should be included based on matching concepts. Cost value, cost per unit. When we are going to calculate cost value of inventory, එකනේ එකක cost එක හොයනකොට දැන් මෙතන FIFO WAC specific identification method අපි කරන්නේ physical count එක හොයනකොට. Physical inventory වල value එක හොයනකොට තමයි ඒක අපි apply කරන්නේ. But cost per unit included cost of purchase, cost of conversion, and cost of other cost. Net realizable value, estimate selling price minus estimate selling expense minus further completion cost. Then when recognizing low amounts, when we are going to recognize low amounts, two methods can be applied. Item by item basis as well as grouping methods. Therefore, think how to calculate item by item as well as group method. This one very important. This example. Same example, I have discussed both methods. Item by item low value should be calculated. NRV. Quantity also given. Unit cost is given. දැන් මෙතන ඕන නම් අපිට මේ low amount එක හොයන්න පුළුවන් මේ විදිහට හොයන්න නැතුව කෙලින්ම unit එකේ low amount එක අරන් into quantity also can be calculated. And grouping methods, group එකේ වෙන වෙනම හොයන්න ඕන. And then cost formula. तर physically තමයි inventory value එක හොයන්න අපි. तर physically inventory value එක හොයනකොට specific identification method can be applied and other stock FIFO and WAC method can be applied. FIFO and WAC important part, I will discuss this part separate section. මේක වෙනම මම discuss කරනවා. මොකද දැන් අපිට වෙලා මදි මේක discuss කරන්න. මෙන්න මේ part එක පොඩ්ඩක් බලන්න එතකන්. මේක අහනවා paper එකේ මේ පාරත් අහලා තිබුණා. This part very important. Recognize inventory as an expense. අපි ගන්න inventory expense එකක් විතර ගන්න වෙලාවල්. First one, think about cost of sales. ඒ කියන්නේ purchase කරපු වගෙන් විකුණපු ටික තමයි cost of sales. That is expense. When inventory are sold, revenue is recognized. The carrying amount of those inventory is recognized as expense. Carrying amount of those inventory කියන්නේ cost of sales. ඒ කියන්නේ විකුණපු ටිකට අදාළ cost එක. Cost of sales became an expense. And second part, if NRV lower than the cost value, difference value should be written off. Written off if available. Therefore, inventory can be recognized as expense. There are two ways. First one, cost of sales. විකුණපු ටිකට අදාළ cost එක expense එකක් වෙනවා. Second part, if NRV lower than the cost value, low amounts, difference value should be considered as an expense. මේක නිතරම අහනවා paper එකේ. Right, this part I will discuss separate section. 5-4 method very important. ඒක මම ළඟදීම discuss කරනවා. මේ ටිකේ ප්‍රශ්න මොකෝ හරි තියෙනවනම් පොඩ්ඩක් අහන්න බලන්න. දැන් ඉස්සරහදී මම ඔය discuss කරපු lessons ටික ආපහු company ආපහු කරනවා. තේරෙන්නේ නැති කට අල්ල ගන්න පුළුවන්. cash flow ආපහු කරනවා. ඉතුරු ඉස්සරහ තියෙන lessons ටික ඔක්කොම කරනවා ආපහු මේ විදිහට කරනවා. ඊට අමතරව පෞගේ papers lessons වල papers ටික discuss කරනවා. standard ටික ආපහු කරනවා. ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා නම් පොඩ්ඩක් අහන්න බලන්න. මේ කරන විදිය මොකක් හරි වෙනස්කමක් වෙන්න ඕන නම් ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා නම් පොඩ්ඩක් මට කියන්න. ඕන WhatsApp එකේ ඔයගොල්ලන්ට ප්‍රශ්න ටික දාන්න පුළුවන්. තේරෙන්නේ නැති පාඩක් තියෙනවා අහන්න පුළුවන් මගෙන්. සාමාන්‍යයෙන් මම සතියේ දවස් 2ක් 3ක් දානවා මේ ක්ලාස් එක ඉස්සරහදී. ඕකට ඉන්න පුළුවන් වෙලාවල් මට පොඩ්ඩක් දාන්න ඉස්සරහදී. මොකද දැන් මේ තියෙන සිටුේෂන් එකත් එක්ක ගොඩක් අපිට වැඩ කරන්න වෙනවා. ඒ ඇඩ්ජස්ට්මන්ට් එහෙම තේරෙලා නැත්නම් පොඩ්ඩක් මට කියන්න. කොහොමද මම ඉස්සරහදී කරන්නේ මැනේජ්මන්ට් account part එක lesson එකක් විදිහට කරනවා. ඊට අමතරව company lesson එකයි cash flow එකත් ඒත් අතර කරනවා. මොකද company cash flow අපි ගණන් ගොඩක් හැදුවා. නමුත් ගොඩක් කට්ටියට තේරුන්නේ නැහැ වගේ මට දැනෙනවා. ඉතින් මේ lessons එකත් ආපහු discuss කරනවාම ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා නම් තේරෙන්නේ නැත්නම් තියෙනවා පොඩ්ඩක් අහන්න. तर මේ inventory part මේ ඉස්සරම topic ටික බලන්න. If what is inventory, think about. Then think about cost value of inventory. Then think about net realizable value of inventory. Then think about related concept for inventory. Then think about how to recognize low amount of cost and NRV item by item basis, group basis. And ඔක topic ටික ඉස්සරම පාඩම් කරගන්න. What is inventory? Related concept for inventory. Cost value of inventory. Net realizable value of inventory. How to recognize low amount of cost and NRV item by item base and group base. And cost formula. Cost formula කියන්නේ inventory වල value එක physically count එකක් කරන්න යනකොට හොයන විදිය. ඒ කියන්නේ හැම business එකක්ම 31st March වලට store එකට ගිහිල්ලා physical count එකක් කරන්න ඕන. ඒ physical එන value එක තමයි අපි financial statement එක දාන්නේ. අර motor vehicle building වගේ carried down කියන value එකක් නෙවෙයි. අන්නේම physically count කරනකොට තමයි specifically එක්ක අපි identify කරගන්න ඕන. ඒ කියන්නේ බලනවා වෙන වෙනම ඉතුරුලා තියෙනවා අරන් තියෙන කීය ගානද කියලා. Specific identification methods. එහෙම බලන්න බැරි තැන්වල එහෙම නැත්නම් එහෙම බලන එකේ තේරුමක් නැහැ. දැන් සුපර් මාකට් වල වගේ පොඩි පොඩි වටිනාකම් මේකේ තියෙන quantity ගොඩාක් තියෙනකොට වෙන වෙනම එක එක චෙක් කරන එක පාඩුයි. ලොකු cost එකක් යනවා. ඒතර ඒ වාගේ තැන්වල අපි apply කරන්නේ නැහැ specific identification method එක. In this situation we have to apply 5-4 method. First in first out. අපි හිතනවා මුලින් ගත්තේම මුලින් විකුණන්න නැති කියලා. First in first out methods. And weighted average cost. ඒක නම් අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම paper එකේ එනවා. ඒක මම stock ledger එකත් එක්ක ආපහු කරනවා මේකේ ඊතුරු part එක. And some MCQ question also relevant for 5-4 and back method I will discuss next section. Right. එහෙනම් තේරෙන්නේ නැති කියලා මම හිතනවා. මේක මම ආපහු දාන්න ඕගොල්ලන්ට කොපියක්. ඕගොල්ලන්ට තේරෙන්නේ නැති පාර්ට් තියෙනවනම් මට පොඩ්ඩක් මැසේජ් එකක් දාන්න. නැත්නම් ඕගොල්ලෝ මෙතනින් මම අහන්නත් පුළුවන්. රයිට් එහෙනම් අපි ඊළඟ දවසේ හම්බෙමු. ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා අහන්න පොඩ්ඩක්. Right, good night. God bless. Bulsanai.